Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from Shomu's Biology. In this video, I am going to clear one confusion for all of you, and this confusion is regarding whether you're capable of applying for this upcoming CSIR NET examination while you're doing your MSc or Master's program. In India, there is MSc of 2 years program. So MSc Master's program running candidates, whether you are in first sem, second sem, third sem, fourth sem of the MSc, whether you will be eligible to apply for the CSIR NET examination in JRF or LS category or not, I'm going to clear this doubt for you. And I'm also going to talk about a category known as a result awaited category or RA category. What is this category and who are eligible to apply under this category? So the very first thing that I must say, if I give you the simple answer that if you are doing your MSc, are you eligible to apply for CSIR NET examination? Yes, eligible. You are eligible to apply for the CSIR NET Life Science. But in CSIR NET exam, there is only one exam, but based on the cutoff, either you will be given JRF or you will be given LS. Now, if you are a running MSc candidate, remember, if you are a running MSc candidate, in that case, you are eligible for JRF and fill the form for JRF only, right? Do not fill it for LS, because to get LS eligibility after you qualify, let's assume that you fill the form from LS, you are MSc running candidate, you get the cutoff for the LS, but you won't be given LS because you do not fulfill the criteria for lectureship. And the criteria is that you have already done with your masters with minimum 55% marks. That is the criteria. If that is not the case, let's say you qualified but still you're in the third sem or the second sem of your masters, then LS is not going to be valid for you for that time, because you cannot when they ask for the certificates, you cannot apply them, right? So that's why do not apply for LS if you are MSc running candidate. Apply for JRF only. You have plenty of time in your hand. Many people think like, apply for LS. First get the LS. So you can say that, yeah, like CSIR NET LS qualified, then go with the JRF. Don't do that. LS is of no use if you are planning for PhD. In that case, the use is only with the JRF. So go with the JRF. For running candidate, you have too many years in your hand. You can obviously qualify that. So don't worry about it. Now, if you are MSc pass out candidate, MSc is already done. MSc is already done. In that case, you can apply for LS only. I have mentioned that earlier in my separate video. I am mentioning that again. If you have done with your MScs, then you can apply for LS only. But if you are not done with MSc, you cannot apply for LS, but you can apply for JRF. Now for MSc running candidate, first sem, second sem, third sem, fourth sem, apply for JRF in a result awaited category or RA category. What happens in this RA category is that after you fill up the form, there is a separate place to upload RA certificate, result awaited category certificate. The certificate's soft copy version, blank version of the form is available. I'll also attach the link for that. That is available. You download that, you fill the form and get it signed by the HOD, head of the department of your university or college or institute, wherever you are studying right now. Then upload a soft copy, scanned copy of that to the portal. That will count you as a result awaited category. In that case, if you apply for JRF, qualified JRF, let's say in the second sem you applied, you qualified for JRF, congratulations. After that, you still get 2 years in hand to show your mark sheets and other certificates to fetch the JRF fellowship from CSIR or UGC. That window of time will be given to you if you are under RA category. But if you fail to upload this, then later, if you qualify, you cannot claim that JRF fellowship at that moment. So get the RA category selected, get the form filled, get the form uploaded and fill the form, complete the form. That is what you should do. For MSc running candidate, blindfoldedly go with JRF only. For MSc pass out candidates, it's your choice, either JRF or LS. That's you to decide. Remember, for the CSIR NET application or any kind of news regarding the CSIR NET examination, do not trust any other website other than the official website, right? This is the official website. This is the news bulletin, public notice for every single CSIR NET examination session. You'll get a notice like this, and you'll get a website link. Either it's csirnet.nta.ac.in or it is www.nta.ac.in. So, and regarding the RA category certificates and everything you can get from this bulletin. Actually, it's an old bulletin, but I find every single certificate listed in here. I'll get to the bottom. You can see the form of OBC certificate. It is there in the page number 16. Then you have form of caste certificate in page number 18. You get the certificate for persons with disability PWD in page number 20. You get certificate for physical limitation for the examinee to write 21, page number 21. Undertaking of using own scribe, that is 22. Attestation form for the result awaited category or RA category is the page number 23 out of 29. So this is the format. Page number 23 as per the PDF, but as per this it is 22. This is the form actually. I'll put this form link in my website so that you can get it from there, download it, and you can print it out. Now you also need to check with that particular session CSIR NET bulletin because this format might change. Okay. Hope this video helps you out clearing this confusion once and for all. All the very best. Wish you the best. Shomu's Biology online coaching registration has already started. We have updated our website, our application. First, if you join now, you're going to get an extra advantage, a free the mind map book at this moment. You can get this if you join right now in our full course. All the very best. Bye.